That's right. We're back in black. Happy Tuesday. It's Tighten Up Tuesday. My name is Chris Denman in St. Louis at InstaDenman on Instagram, at Flat Out Funny. That's B-Phlat's Instagram. She's a star. This is her show. She's ready to laugh. She's ready to smoke. She's ready to DIY it with you. Bring it in the comments tonight, Picassos. It's a happy Tuesday. Look at that. That hip is greased, and it is ready to move. Live from Philadelphia in her Lair. Deja's on the engineering table tonight. What do we have, B? Look at your hair, looks great. You're becoming smokist. Thanks to Sounds of Noel for making that music possible. This is going to be a tight show. I can tell by the way you're coming in. Got that strong exhale. Man, what a night ahead. Let us know in the live chat if you're smoking along with the show at home. That's right. Good for you, B.
Hey, everybody, we back. I'm here. I do apologize for last Tuesday, although I have to say we did miss an episode because of Coca Brown, which was a great cause. Him and Sherri were doing a fundraiser while I was supposed to be taping my episode of Tighten Up Tuesday. So it didn't work out. But it's all good, though, because I really made an effort, didn't I, Chris? Dave came in. I was sitting at the cut, way in, and it just didn't pan out. So we're back. But
yeah, we were gonna pre-record. We decided to go live. The Two Funny Mamas fans helped raise over $11,000, which, by the way, let's treat this like it's a lineup. Shout out to Matumbo Coffee. They will have an announcement for them on Two Funny Mamas, I believe, this week. They've raised some money thanks to Two Funny Mamas and Tighten Up Tuesday fans. And B has some coffee on her way, so shout out to them. But did you see? I should have had this graphic ready. Oh my gosh! And if you want to mail anything to B-Phlat, there's the airport. Have you seen the? And I hope it's real. I hope I'm not repeating something fake. What Tyler Perry did for Coca Brown?
No, I didn't.
All right. I saw this post and I thought it was fake. Let's see. Nope. Not fake. Okay. People Magazine. That's trusted.
That's what's up.
Tyler Perry reportedly offers $400,000 to Coca Brown after she lost her home. The actress and her young son Phoenix have also raised $70,000 in a GoFundMe campaign. Congratulations. That's so great.
That's what's up. Yes. That's how people need to come through for the woo. Because that's a tragic thing. And then, everybody was talking shit. Don't she got homeowners insurance? Everybody that owns a home, believe me, you have homeowners insurance because it's mostly written in with your mortgage. However, they don't pay the next day. They have to come out and do an investigation and all that kind of shit. They ain't about to cut the check.
Oh, yeah. Especially when it's you and your young son, too. Like, how terrible.
Yeah, so thank God, because the Red Cross can't always give assistance in the form that you need it. Of course, they'll provide you with some shelter, few clothing, but some emergency funds, maybe like $200. But when you've lost everything, you need everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the last thing she's thinking about right now is probably like buying a home when you got to buy clothes and toothpaste.
Oh, and
the socks and drawers and bras
and realizing what you lost probably too.
Everything that you owned in your life.
Yeah, the Christmas card you saved from 20 years ago. Or,
and of course, the memories she can never get back in terms of like photo albums and things that are sentimental to her. But we just have to be grateful that neither her or Phoenix were hurt. They were able to get out of the house, and she can always get another house. And like with the assistance of Tyler Perry, obviously that's going to happen quick.
I love it. Hey, and if you're Tyler Perry, these are the moments you know. Hey, that's why you You go. It's why you're able to. You work so hard. Like these are the moments where it's like, hey, I've earned this. I can help out a friend. So.
And that's the purpose of being rich. To me, because you can't spend it all. Why be greedy? You get rich to give.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a philanthropist in my mind.
And if any,
when I get it in my hand, it's gonna be in somebody else's pocket because I'm a giver. That's just how I am, Chris. You had to correct me on that in the meeting with my manager about how I put everybody else before me, and I do appreciate that because it did help me kind of get centered and think about what's important. So,
yeah, I hear you. And you got a great show to do tonight, so I'm excited.
And with that being said, I'm about to go and get started. You know, that dance, the little hip move made me think of what's my girl that was on that did, she came on as a feature, Phyllis. She did the landscaping. She was the one who taught me how to do the hip dip.
Oh, hey now. Okay.
And St. Louis at the festival, so I was doing a little hip dip for Lavette and Phyllis and Cheryl and who else? Kathy Lafer and all of my early CashApp ladies that, you know, they be on it on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all the way up until Tuesday. So I thought I'd throw a little hip dip, get that little CashApp dance started. And of course, Chris, you know I can't get the show started without giving a shout out to Mighty Kind.
It runs through your blood.
Yes. And I just got word from Key that I'm going to start a campaign where we're getting 20% off. So I need to speak with her to find out when that's going to start so I can change my 15% to 20% off. And I don't think it's going to run the whole time. I think it's just like a short campaign. I'm not sure. But I just got an email about a 20% code. So next Tuesday, we'll be running that.
They're going to be calling that Mighty Keyhind before too long.
What? And you know it. So I'm drinking, of course. You know I'm always drinking. And I'm drinking a mix of my Nantucket nectar.
Of course.
And Hetty. You see they both empty.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I love B. You know this is all about you. I love picking on you. I no judgment, but can we please acknowledge they've created a no sugar seltzer and you dump a bunch of sugar into it.
Well, you know what? A lot of people.
I'm not mad about it.
I don't mind the sugar only when I'm doing the show because I don't want to.
Yeah, something needs to liven you up when you got to deal with me for an hour.
Well, you know, last time I drank the Mighty Kind by itself and was smoking, it was a little unorthodox.
It got a little.
So I'm trying to avoid that, and you have to take into consideration, Chris. A lot of people, most people, don't just drink plain seltzer water, like a Perrier water or or anything.
Most what people?
Most people, just people. Everybody I speak to, they say, "Oh, I do drink seltzer water," but they mix it with a juice so it can give it like a flavor, more or less like a spritzer.
Okay.
So that's what I'm finding. As a matter of fact, go on, Deja, and pull my photos up because I'm finding that people are mixing this. And shout out to Lewis in St. Louis, who was drinking Mighty Kind in a coffee cup. That's how he's getting his morning started.
He's get your day started.
Yeah, he's getting his morning coffee.
Lewis in St. Louis. That's catchy.
So you see, he got his little shirt on with the arch on it. And of course, I got to give a shout out to Cheryl Merrow, one of my top supporters, and her daughter in the middle, Autumn. Now look, Chris, see, they do it with.
I see.
Thank you.
I see.
And look at that. First, they make a mighty mimosa. That's what I'm doing right now. The mighty mimosa. She's drinking it with the orange because, Chris, people want buzz, but at the same time, they want that refreshing, crisp taste. So a lot of people that don't drink them plain mix them. As you can see how they get down. And they ordered another. They already on their second order. She's like, we just got these and we just ordered more.
I love it.
Shout out, girl. And I love this. Send me your photos and let me see how you mixing up the Mighty Kind so I can post them. So they're getting their drink on.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. So shout out to the Mighty. This is the Mighty Mimosa.
Well, yeah, and you kind of choose it. It's like a mocktail. You can kind of pick your speed, right?
I had to pick my speed for this show.
What did you do? The 60 milligram?
No, I did the 5.
The 5 is the way to go. Yeah.
Falling out on the show.
How about this? We got some great people in the live chat. Makisha's here. Irina. MM says he's blessed and barely favored. Okay.
No, he didn't.
That's funny.
Crazy.
Chris Brad said Tyler Perry always helps out. Apparently.
What up, Chris?
Pack 93, Abby Thurlow, Lily Corbett says B-Flat. I'm liking your
Hey,
hair.
Lily. Thank you. That's a new name in the comments.
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
Cheryl's here. Solange is here. Solange shouting out Deja. There you go. All right. Okay. We got a little something here. Your Picassos are here. Your hips greased. Your hair's great. And you're on that.
And my knee as well, and I'm on that. On that.
Perfect.
Of course, I always give a shout out to Sounds of Noel. Shout out to my soror Lauren. Shout out to Daphne, who's about to get working on my sophisticated ignorance deck. She doesn't know I just made the announcement, but I'm about to send it to her. So
can we please get to one project before you announce the others?
Exactly. I got 1,000 projects, Chris, but that's what keeps me going. I don't know where I would be if I didn't have shit to do.
Pack 93. Right. Pack 93 wants to know if Mighty Kind helps with weight loss. If you're me, it would, because it puts me to sleep. You just sleep and you just don't eat. That would be my Mighty Kind plan. Like, oh, Chris lost a bunch of weight. Yeah, he's been asleep for 3 weeks.
You're going to get the munchie. So anything, it's all a matter of what you munch on. So if you're drinking Mighty Kind and you get a little buzz and you get the munchies, eat some carrots.
Who the would ever get high and want carrots?
Me.
a ninja turtle.
Me. And a little cheese and some broccoli.
Okay, you didn't say the cheese. Okay, now cheese is taking me. I believe the cheese part. Maybe something to dip it in. Nobody's getting high and going raw dog on a carrot.
But I'm just saying, if you're trying to watch your weight,
Bugs Bunny,
which has no calories, you can definitely still get your buzz and possibly lose some weight.
Okay.
But not when you mix it with Nantucket. But look, Chris, I munch on stuff like that because I can get big. I can't fit my clothes. I
don't recommend it.
And I can't buy
it's awful.
That I got. Let me keep it pushing because this is 9:15.
Now let's break this down.
Yeah, let me go ahead and give my shout outs quickly.
Quincy's in the house.
Hey, Quincy, the mayor. Of course, I'm giving a shout out to Ann Carruthers, my next potential flip. And she sent me this shot glass from Jacksonville, Florida. So thank you, Ann. And I'm showing all my gifts because I've gotten a lot. And I got 2 of these from Vicky in St. Louis, Picasso Vicky. Thank you, Vicky. I'm actually burning one now, and it smells great. It's actually up on that shelf. And this one smells like blackberries and blackberry Quran. So thank you, Vicky, for these lovely candles. A Tribe Called Moon. That's the name of this.
A Tribe Called Moon.
A Tribe Called Moon. And I know Miss Ethel probably was wondering why I haven't received this scrapbook. I haven't checked the P.O. box in so long because I've been gone. And this has been sitting over there since November. And I love it. It's a new scrapbook.
So kind. Oh, yes. my great aunt, my great uncle's in the front picture.
Did you say that's your great uncle?
Yeah. Yeah.
He don't even look that old, Chris. He's like he could be your brother. I'm just messing with you. Anyway, Miss Ethel must have known that the other scrapbook had 6 pages left in it. So now I have a new scrapbook to work in with all the Picasso stuff. Because I have a whole bin of shit that needs to go in. So how heavy that is?
I do.
Thank you, Miss Ethel. Yes, I just was able to check the P.O. box since I've gotten home and gotten situated. So I had a lot of great things in there, and I appreciate everybody. And before I even go on, I would like to just throw this out there. Dun, 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 dun. I have a winner. And nobody knows this because I just decided to do this because Ann Carruthers always goes back and watches the different episodes. And she sent me an email on how she watched episodes 58 through 67 and all the ads. And this is like the third time she sent me an email how she goes back to watch different Tighten Up Tuesday episodes to do different things in her home, and she watches the ads.
Well, that's nice.
She watches the ads, and Ann, I hope you're watching now. I'm going to send you a 4-pack of Mighty Kind. You have to let me know what kind you want. So definitely email me. You've already emailed me. You know the email. But I have some Mighty Kind t-shirts that I'm going to give out. And
you.
Keychains. And so I'm sending that to her because she's been watching the ads. So I have these nice Mighty Kind t-shirts in blue and green and yellow. And then I have a black one. So I'm just going to be picking people arbitrarily at random that let me know they watching the ads. That brings in money to help pay for the podcast. I appreciate that. So I'm sending her a 4-pack of whatever type of Mighty Kind she wants, a t-shirt, and some stickers, and a Mighty Kind keychain. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Shout out to Ann.
Keeping the lights on, watching those ads. Thank you, Ann.
Yes, we got to keep the lights on. We don't want the show to go out. So thanks to Ann and everyone else who's watching the ads. Speaking of which, we got a watch party coming up soon on March 20th. And I'll be happy to announce who the winner is. And even on the 12th, when I announce the winner, I'm going to announce who the celebrity is, who's going to be on. So if you're interested in doing a watch party, and remember, you don't have to have the people in your house physically. They could make signs, just like they did for a vet's watch party, and say, hey, I'm so-and-so watching in Connecticut. I'm a part of so-and-so's watch party. So get your friends together, because you may want that case of Mighty Kind. Make sure you got your Picasso t-shirts, and you'll get to be on with one of my cool celebrity friends.
Like Andre Lavelle.
Show. Not anybody that you've seen on this show.
Did you hear me?
May I reiterate, not anybody that you've seen on this show.
I don't think he's been on this show, but I think Andre should be the guest.
He has been on the show.
He walked behind Kim one time?
With Kim.
Okay.
2 times.
He gets his IMDb credit.
There you go. Let me go ahead and show the bill real quick for the music. Yes, you know who's coming. And I'm definitely interested in seeing Big Boy and Shaka Khan and Trombone Shorty.
This is the big one. Music at the Intersection. It's in our front yard. Big changes this year, in a good way, to the footprint. Jordan Ward, Seema Funk, Lady Ray, along with Black Pumas, Big Boy. You're gonna like Black Pumas, B. You're not. You said you never heard them, but they're great.
Actually, I listened to them, Chris. I did. Once I do like them. I'm not.
It's like modern, almost like modern soul, almost. But
they all right.
Okay.
No, I like them.
They're the headlining act. Way to pimp the festival.
I like them. With you.
Well,
I like Trombone Shorty better. So
yeah.
I'm. Really,
you can always stay at the Holiday Inn too.
Who can always stay at the Holiday Inn?
Chingy on the bill.
Oh, Lord.
No, it's going to be a great time. There's a gospel brunch this year, food trucks, the market. Keon Harold, look up Keon. He's got an album out right now. I think Common's on it. He's originally from St. Louis. Like Keon is a big deal, and he's like the official artist in residence is what they're calling Keon. He's a big deal.
Because he's coming back, and he's nice.
Yeah, check it out. It'll be a big one, and B is going to be cutting up more so than last year.
You know what, Chris? I'm looking forward to this festival because I feel as though my mind is going to be freer. I'm not going to be as bogged down because we're all pitching in and doing stuff. So I'll get a chance to really enjoy the festival this year.
Deja, will you remind your cousin to come out again?
Deja, will you remind your mom and daddy to come and judge the contest? Next flyer shows I Flip and Bake, which is coming up in 2 days. I will be sending out the Zoom link tomorrow, and I did get some good responses. And I've noticed I've been sending out these Zoom links too early because people be hitting me up talking about, when did you send it out? I didn't get it. And I'll send it like a week in advance, 2 weeks in advance. And people be like, oh, I got to find it in my email. So now I'm letting people know I'm sending it out the day before so you know to look for it and get it. So you'll get the Zoom link tomorrow. If you're interested in being on and being a part of our kickback discussion, I'll let you know some of the things that are happening. You may have some new ideas, something you may want to bring to the table, but that's what this brief and bake is for. So you know what to do. Brief me and be ready to smoke. Next. You know I got to push through this quick because at 9:30 I'm going to be doing the fruit flip. Yes. Next.
9:30. Oh, Eastern.
Yeah,
Eastern.
Yes, Eastern time. So, of course, you know I had to give a shout out to my Picassos and Lady Ray, 106.9 in St. Louis, and Mark and Alicia. We were all hanging out at Classics, just kicking it and smoking. You know, I love being at a spot where we can smoke. So
I saw that joint get rolled.
Look at that. That's how
That's
we get
great.
down.
I'm a fan of sport jacket hoodie combo too. Gonna say.
I'm not a fan of Kansas City. Boo!
Nah, neither am I.
Anyway.
But I respect him. He was a fan before the Super Bowl runs. He's not the typical. It's gotten weird here with people from St. Louis.
Because there's no team there, so you got to just go.
Well, mixed with the Chiefs, you can't deny how fun they are to watch. When you have the best quarterback maybe ever, I get it. Kansas City people do not like St. Louis sports fans, but go ahead.
And St. Louis people do not like Kansas City sports fans. I
lived in Kansas City. They were not nice if I had a Cardinals hat on or a Ram. It was when the Rams were in St. Louis. Not fun.
Well, all I
Keep
know
it pushing.
Is the 49ers won. Keep it pushing. Next photo. This is a quick shout out. I had this. This is why I missed Tighten Up Tuesday. And we missed Takara. She wasn't able to make it. She actually had to do something for her pilot. So Stephanie Renee came in and not Stephanie Renee, Lord, Stephanie Ray, thinking of Chanel. Stephanie McCrae, that's her name. She came in and held it down and opened up the show, and that's my girl, and we had a good time. So it was nice with me.
Nice.
And Rob hosted. So it was a great time. I had a good time. And I think that's the last photo in the shout out. And I just want to remind people that if you are still interested in getting commemorative t-shirts and the coasters, you have to let Cicely know in the Cash App exactly your name, your address, how many shirts you want, the size, and that type of thing. Because people are buying these things from her, but they're not letting her know the quantity. And remember, she can't reply to you in Cash App. She can only read what you post. So make sure you put that information in there if you are getting a commemorative shirt. $ Cicely Collins. I think it's like $38 for the pack, a shirt and a coaster, and she will mail them both to you for $38. But remember, the size, the name, and the quantity.
Boom.
All right. Before I move on into my flash rags real quick, you know I got to check on my Cash Apps and all that good stuff.
You better.
Let's list together. Let me go on and show my flash rags and my tees real quick. You know, Mark is always holding it down and representing. And that's why I love him. Because he's the ambassador. He gets it popping.
Hey, MM here. Y'all was good. Back here in the STL. About to get smokest in my smoker shirt. Mm-hmm.
Go, Mark!
#1 Picasso fan. Let me tell you something. I'm a Picasso. You need to become a Picasso. Join the nation. Not Islam. The B-Phlat nation. At BPHLAT.com.
That's right. Tell him, Mark. Not the nation. The nation. We own that. So shout out to him.
I love it.
With his shirt on. And of course, you see he's always rocking a flash rag.
You have to. Yes. Especially, where were you at?
Classics. Vibing. Kicking it.
Is that right? On a Tuesday?
On a Tuesday night. Or was it? I don't know when we were there. Yeah, it was. It was after we left Tighten Up Tuesday. We went there.
Yeah, you went live. Yeah.
Tuesday. Okay. All right. Well, let me go ahead and jump into my DYK. And shout out to Makisha for the lovely calendar. You know, I get all this information off that calendar that she sent me.
You got a good group of people with you.
Yes, I do. So this DYK is dedicated to Ray Montague. Ray Jean Montague, January 21st, 1935 through October 10th, 2018, was an American naval engineer credited with creating the first computer-generated rough draft of a U.S. naval ship. She was the first female program manager of ships in the United States Navy. Go ahead on, sister. I should have looked her up. She sounds like she could be a soror.
Maybe so.
She just sounds like a Delta. Or just Greek. I'll give her that. She just sounds like she's probably part of a Greek-lettered organization. You know, we do dynamic things. So shout out to Ray Montague again. Credited for the first computer-generated rough draft of a new naval ship. Go, sister. That's what's up. Chris, it's Black History Month. This is the last day. March is coming up. It's Women's History Month, so I'm probably going to do a lot of stuff with women. And I'm going to make sure I throw a white woman in there in March that did something for the Black people.
You ready? I'm going to update you.
Okay.
A.k.a.
I told you didn't I say that? Dynamic. Greek letters. That's what we do. Dynamic things. Didn't I tell you she's probably part of a Greek letter organization?
I was here. I witnessed it.
Yeah, you look like it. I ain't want to say shit, but you look like you could have been there in 1935.
I look old?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
1935.
Let me jump in. That. I think that's when she was born. Didn't I read that?
I got carded at the this poor girl carded me at the store yesterday, and I was like, really?
She probably pledged in the 50s.
She what?
She probably pledged in the 50s.
This girl was younger and carded me and typed in 84 and was like, oh. On my birthday. You got to think, somebody who's born in 2003 is 21 now.
They're looking at you shit like, damn, you old.
They're like, ugh, didn't mean to card you old fuck.
Right? That just sounds crazy to me because the 80s was that long ago to me. But when I think about it, like, shit, I've been out of high school almost 40 years. So that it's been a minute.
Brutal. Everybody in my high school class is turning 40 right now.
Chris, that's a great age.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a great age. Believe me, I had turned 40, had a great party in LA at my manager's office, already baked me a cake. It was dope. And I was like, wow, I'm 40. It's like I'm a grown ass woman now.
I hope I feel like a grown ass woman in June.
Well, you used to look like a grown ass woman with that long hair.
That was a big bitch.
You know you was looking like Joni with the flip.
No.
You had the trademark flip. No. Yes, Chris.
I look like a lady, like there's female hippos. Like, yes, like there's female rhinoceri.
You look like a lady with that long hair going through a rough menopause. She didn't pluck her beard, pull out none of the chin hairs. That's all I got to say. Chris, why you got me talking about your long wig dude back in the day? That's the past. I'm moving on.
Okay.
Because you're making me have a flash. Let me get into my flip. This is going to be interesting.
Flip shit, make it fly.
I will be speaking with her this weekend. And she's like, pick me first. I want to be number one. Oh, Lord. Deja, go on and show this garage. So after reading through what Cheryl wants to do, she got a lot of work to do. Because there's no way these pictures are going to show what not to send me. Want to close the garage door. I don't even know where to start. It's so much shit in it. That's like a room that I would go into to start digging through stuff to pull out to flip. So she listed it all. She has like all her kids' dorm room stuff, her daycare. It's a 3-car garage. She wants one of the rooms to be her ladies' lair, and the other 2, she gonna have to move all this shit to the other 2 rooms because I can't even see the walls in terms of where I want to work, what I need to do. Yeah, we're gonna have to definitely have a conversation. Moving on to the next picture. This was like my nemesis looking at the photos because she got a lot of stuff. I know we probably won't have to go buy shit.
I'd call the fire. I'd call the health department or fire hazard, or I'd call all kinds of authorities on this situation.
I said, Lord, I don't know. That's the front wall.
B.
I can't even see the wall. That's
B.
why
Can I tell you something? Hey, try all you might. Jesus and that cross on the wall ain't doing anything for that room.
I know that cross.
Pray as you might.
The cross is stressed like there's a lot of stuff in here I gotta bless.
The cross is like is that baby from the river in the basket up top? All right, what else you got?
She has a lot of stuff. And the thing is, this is going to be a process because I don't even know if she can move this stuff into the other room. But at some point, I have to be able to see the walls or at least see what I need to do. And I can't get that scope. Cheryl, I hope you're watching, from looking at all this stuff just stacked up. And knowing that you have 3 garages full of stuff, well, maybe I'm going to say 2. Maybe they're parked. They have a car parked in one of them. But if it's 3 garages filled with stuff, I don't know how we're going to start this. Because it's going to be a project. It looks like we need to have a rummage sale first on the lawn and make some money for the flip. And then come back and do the flip. I don't know. It's a lot going on. Was that the last photo, Deja? Oh, look at that, Chris. See, I don't know if this is all one room, the same garage, but I'm going to have to get a different angle and a different scope because we would spend at least 2 days just bringing all that stuff out. So Cheryl knows this is a project for her.
What about that Michael Irvin autographed football up there?
I didn't see that. Go back to that pic.
Well, there's one up there, too.
Oh, I saw that. Chris, it's so much shit in these pictures. I didn't even notice that. All I can see is just stuff. And I'm trying to figure out, like, I really have a cool idea for the garage because she wants to seal the garage door. And I want to put, like, a really cool design on the garage door and make that, like, a focal point. But I can't figure out a focal wall. You know, look at that. Side door, sidewalk, and the dog cages. So she does want this space to be inviting for her dogs, where she can just hang out with her pets. So of course I'm thinking like, you know, some doggy beds and it's like some cute, you know, nice cushions and things for the floor. But I don't even know what the floor look like. I'm probably concrete. And we're going to have to get some area rugs. She might even have some area rugs and all that stuff. All that shit she got, we might be able to make a rug. But my point is, send me photos for a potential frugal flip. You have to get to a point where I can see the walls. I see you have enough stuff for me to do the flip. But I have to be able to see what it is that I'm working with so I can get a vision. I can't even start a drawing because I don't even know where the 4 walls are in there. I know that one of the entryways needs a door, and I think that leads into another garage. But Cheryl is going to have to clarify all that for me and take different photos, maybe move some things away from the walls so that I can at least have a visual. And then I can draw over stuff. I can clear all them boxes out and draw over it and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. So after I speak with her and go through what it is she wants to do, what she wants to look like, what she has to work with, and then I'll kind of pick out some things in the photos and say, can I use that? Can I use this? And then I can go from there. But Lord, That's a lot of work, Cheryl. So I hope that you have a lot of people to help you move that stuff out of there. We don't really need a lot of help in that one room, but we are going to need a lot of help to clear it out.
You're going to need the whole Salvation Army.
Yeah, I'm going to be meeting with her. I can see it via Zoom once she starts clearing things out and going through stuff. So I can say, oh, keep that. Put that to the side. We can use that. What's in that bin? I'll have to get a visual on some things before she starts stacking stuff up. Because when I get there, I'm not going to have to dig through the shit to get it out. You see what I'm saying? So this one is going to be a little different because normally I can see what I'm working with. And when I get there, I just kind of go through the stuff. But all her stuff is in the space. So that's why it's going to be a little tricky. And she's going to do a little more work on her.
All makes sense. Look at that. B-Phlat works with the people.
Yes, I do. And like I said, that's going to be an interesting one. She has a table, 5 folding tables, folding chairs, 2 dressers, an armoire, a microwave, bookshelf, freezer, 2 folding closet doors, toys, cribs, mats, a refrigerator. And then it says, please choose me. At all her emails, it says, please choose me.
That's great.
That's my supper fan. Remember,
I'm a fan of Supper Fan.
Yes, I like Cheryl. So, and she's a my kind drinker and a t-shirt wearer. She's all that.
You lived in the country a little bit, and then I don't know if we've ever talked about it because you just mentioned her dogs. Do you like dogs? That's a no. You took too long.
No, I do, but I don't like dogs in the house.
Mm.
So that's where me and Dennis clash because I don't want animals in the house, pet hair and stuff. But like, I like a dog outside.
Man, you live in the city. It's dangerous to leave them out there. People run off with them.
True, and there's nowhere in our neighborhood really to keep a dog outside. We don't have a backyard. We just have our carport alleyway. And then I don't like little dogs, so I definitely wouldn't have no little ass dog in the house.
Right.
I like how they bark all the time. I like big dogs, but I just don't want to keep a big dog in the house.
Yeah.
That's just me.
It's a commitment.
Yeah, it's like taking care of a kid. And if I wanted to have a kid, I would have one. So that's kind of how I feel about dogs and plants. It's all maintenance.
Yeah.
Shit, I barely can take care of myself. Chris, I barely can feed myself. I ain't worried about spending no whole bunch. When I look at the money Sherri spends on dog food and how her dog has to eat healthy, oh shit, I don't eat meat. So my dog ain't gonna eat meat. I can guarantee you that I would have a vegetarian dog.
That's not. Dogs are not made to be vegetarian.
Why not, Chris? They got the food in the refrigerator. Sherri dog got a little vegetable tray shit.
Oh, they can eat. Dogs need protein and stuff. You ever seen
vegetable?
Google vegan cats or vegan dog. It is not pretty.
But I'm just saying look, these animals around here they're vegans because they eat green beans that Tony throw out in the street and greens and mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes.
Are you talking about the feral animals?
Yes.
Well, they're eating rats and roadkill and stuff like that too.
So, and the dogs eat it. So I figure if I had a dog, they would have mashed potatoes and broccoli and peas and a salad and shit like that. A little dog. Let me go ahead and jump into.
Oh boy!
Guys.
And when it bites your hand off and eats it in front of you, you'll know why.
No, because like a baby, if you train a dog when
no.
start eating that kind of food, that's what they'll be used to.
No.
Well, look. All I got to say is you ain't got to worry about me getting no dog and feeding them.
No vegan dogs, okay? Just please.
Well, anyway, that's what fresh farm. What they call pet farm or fresh farm. That dog food place. All the food is like fresh for the dog.
Oh yeah.
Pet fresh or pets. That's how you know I don't have no animals. I don't even know what the name is called. So anyway,
keep it pushing. Sorry.
Keep it pushing. Let me jump into my DIY. And shout out to Ann Carruthers, who goes back, watches episodes, and does things to organize in her home. So I don't know if this was episode 58 or 67 and in between, but when we worked on Kaya's frugal flip, I took strawberry trays, blueberry trays, salad trays, jars, snack trays, lettuce containers, whatever I could find, plastic, and I spray painted them white so that we could use as organizers / dividers in her drawers for her jewelry. So obviously Anne thought this was a great idea, so she did the same. So what she did was she took Oreo cookies containers, and these are containers that her Christmas ornaments came in. It's kind of hard to look at on this photo, but if you can look at the indentations in there, you can see like where the little balls, the Christmas balls, kind of set in the tray. So she used these to organize her jewelry. So I'll show you her jewelry drawer. So this is what she was organizing, all her pearls. So we know she rich. I might have to charge her a little extra on her flip with all the pearls. You better give me one of them pearl bracelets.
Walking around, just like she's at a gala. Got a couple comments here. Let me just sneak it in. Cheryl says you could never do a flip for her. She's got 2 dogs and a cat, and they all live in the house. And then MM says that could be the flip. She could build a dope doghouse, mansion out back, and a cat sanctuary inside. Pack 93 wants to send all that mess into a tornado.
It's a lot.
Pat S likes big dogs that can cook.
I like a big dog. I would go walking with a big dog because I know what nobody mess with. Little dogs, people just kick them. I've witnessed it. I've seen it. Firsthand. Let me finish up the DIY, and then of course I gotta do some CashApp dances, and I'm gonna jump into my feature. So if she would have spray painted these, not that she had to, then you could actually kind of see them a little more clearly. Because they're clear, you really can't see. But as you can see, her jewelry is organized within the drawer. So I do encourage people to just use the things you have and think about stuff before you throw it away. Instead of going to IKEA and buying them little trays and shit that cost $4 each to go in your drawers, when you can just use blueberry trays, strawberry trays, salad containers, that kind of stuff. So thank you, Anne, for doing that. And like I said, I like to know that what I'm doing is useful and that it makes sense in terms of money-wise to people when they're doing these little projects. And I don't be trying to do cheesy shit. I try to make it look nice and like you would get it from a store. But I just feel like throwing them little plastic things in your drawers makes sense money-wise. There you have it.
There it is. B-Phlat.
Shout out to Anne doing all of the great DIY projects. Now I gotta get up and do a cash dance.
Oh wow, we get a dance.
And for Rhoda, Irina, and Levette. Yes. So I'm gonna go. Let me get some music, Deja. Then I'm jumping into my feature. Oh, I got a request for the cat. Get the ass.
She's back in black, people. Look at this. She's dressed to dance tonight. Give it up, B. I won't say the name of the dance, but she's doing it. The Jane Tubman, everybody. Scat Cat, if you're a fan, show her. $ B-Phlat, the Cash App. Oh my. Let us know if you're having a good time. Oh my goodness.
That's why you gotta get it.
You let him have it, huh? Oh, B-Phlat. Dancing into your hearts and minds. I love it.
You gotta stare at them so they recognize your face and they look at you like, okay, I ain't going back on that porch. I do have to say, we haven't had cats on the porch in a while. Thank you, Jesus. Whatever I'm doing is working. So I haven't had to get the cats off the porch in a while. Maybe because my neighbor moved and they don't feed the cats anymore. And this neighbor over here doesn't feed the cats anymore. So there's no food out. So now there's
no.
running back and forth. Thank you, Jesus. There is a God, and He's
Yeah.
good all the time. All right, Chris. Let me jump into my flats feature, and I'm hopefully they come on next week, but I'm excited about next week's feature. You know, I don't like announcing who people are until they actually show up.
Yeah, that's tough sometimes. People and their schedules can be tricky.
I'm always dealing with busy people, but that's a good thing, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
All right, so Deja, I'd like to jump into my things that you can do with old bedding and sheets, comforters, pillowcases, all that stuff. So, of course, you could do doggy bedding. Take some old sheets and obviously put them around your doggy bed. Number one is drop cloths. Everybody should, if you don't, use old sheets for drop cloths, for painting. You can also use cloths like an old sheet. If you're moving furniture, put it like lift one end of a dresser up, slide a sheet under it, put it down, lift the other end of it, slide the rest of the sheet under it, and then you can push furniture across the floor without scratching your floors on sheets and pillowcases and things like that. I do it all the time. Plus, it just makes it easier to move. And I always feel like you should have some sheets, a blanket or something in your car just for a car emergency. Not that you're going to get out and change a tire or oil, but you might have a breakdown and it might be cold. Shit, you might have to wrap up. And I do believe in putting old sheets over my plants in the wintertime. So in the front yard, it look kind of tacky, but when it gets really chilly and it's something that I've just planted or I'm waiting for it to grow in and we kind of got to freeze, I will definitely go out and put a sheet over my plants. So don't throw your mismatched sheets away. And another thing I can't stand is mismatched sheets on the bed. People just put, if you have mismatched sheets and your shit don't match up, use them for other things. You can use pillowcases I use them to wrap up my dishes and my glassware, things that I use on the holidays.
Yep.
So I like to roll some stemware in a pillowcase, maybe like 3 or 4 stemwares in a pillowcase. Stuff them, pack them up, make sure they don't break. So they're great for that. Good plates and stuff like that. People just put mismatched shit on the bed. I hate when I spend that on somebody else. They got flower sheets and striped top sheet and geometric pillowcases. I'd be like, they just do anything on the bed. That to me is not inviting when you have people spending the night. So that's why I do wonderful things with mismatched sheets. And I'm going to show you something that I do when I'm just trying to switch stuff up and I don't want to spend money. And I'm just changing things out. So let me show you a couple things that I do with pillowcases for my lumbar pillows and throw pillows. But these I'm just working with.
Yeah.
So obviously you can see I have a whole bunch of, these are like, look, I got one of these. These I don't use anymore because they're ugly. I don't like them. And they stay wrinkled. And I always have to iron them. I'm probably the only person that irons sheets and pillowcases. But I don't like wrinkly stuff. Especially when it's on display. So these I just use when I need them. So because I needed them, I'm going to show you some things I've done with my lumbar pillows. I'm just going to show you some. And I'll show you how I did this. These are just pillowcases, no glue, no sewing, no mess. I just use some big pins and some pillowcases. So let me just show you a couple more. This is one. This one is one I have on my bed. I have like a little blue pin on it. I bought this pack of safety pins. It's like 20 in a pack for different purposes. For this purpose, obviously. And here's another. Yes, that I did. Just put a little pin on it, fold it, iron it on my lumbar pillows. So these go on the bed. This one will go over there in that chair. I'm just trying to switch things up. I get tired of looking at the same stuff. And this is another one. This one was on my bed. And I just folded up a pillowcase and put pins on it. So I'm actually going to show you how I did that real quick. I'm going to take this one out. I didn't do anything other than just fold and flip, fold and flip. Look at that. So if you still want to use your pillowcases, you can. You haven't damaged them. You haven't done anything. You can take these off and put them back on the bed. Or like I said, if you have mismatched sheets, pillowcases, I just fold it. Look at that. Very simple. After I iron it. Just roll and tuck. That was just a roll and tuck.
Roll and tuck.
And then I'm just going to pin this, and this will go outside on my patio furniture. And I'll just have it out there until I get tired of looking at those colors. Instead of buying, what do they call them, like the lumbar pillow covers, and you can buy the actual pillow covers. They come like 2 in a set, maybe $6 to $10. But why spend the money when you can just use the cases that you already have? And that's pretty smooth. That looks pretty cool. And then you can either put rope around them if you want, or ribbon, however you want to tie them up. This way to keep them secure if you don't want to use the pins or don't have pins. But be creative. Ribbon, rope, anything to tie them, or you can just fold it and leave it just like this, plain, and sit it on a chair or a settee. Now this one, I'll show you real quick. I actually folded it in iron and made it look like a envelope. So what I did, and that's pretty simple. It's kind of like when I showed how I did the sheets. I just folded the corners in. Flip it out. Folded the corners in. And then just put a pin in it. So if I want, I just make the pins match whatever decor I'm using. So this, I have blue and gray in my bedroom. So this is going right back on the bed for now. And then I'll change up the colors probably later in the summer. Spring is coming around, so I'm lightening things up. I have dark coverings, a dark cover on my bed. Now I'm changing it to gray and white and blue. So like I said, this was an old leftover pillowcase that I had. I don't even know what happened to the other one. But I was like, whoa, this is what I can do. And if you don't have a pen, look at that. You can just fold it and it can just lay like that. Just make sure you iron it so it can look nice. I ironed the edges and all of that. But yes, these are things that you can do with old bedding. So people know if I ever come to your house and spend the night, please make sure you put me on a bed that has matching sheets. Otherwise, I prefer to sleep on the couch where it don't matter. I won't be mad if it don't match on the couch.
Hilarious.
Because you know, people spend out on couches, just throw shit on it for them to be comfortable because they're not supposed to be there. But when you invite people over to spend the night, you have a guest bedroom, I feel like you should make the bed up and make it look nice. And you can do it with the stuff you already have. Just be creative and open-minded. So now I'm excited to go and put that. I love to put the things on my bed, Chris, and then take pictures of it and be like, oh, that look cute. And
put it in the scrapbook.
Yeah. I don't put that in the scrapbook. But no, I do put it in my archives of home photos and things like that. So then when I go back and look at things that I want to switch up and change out. For example, I'm tired of looking at that bird pillow. So I'm going to put the little burgundy one over there.
Send it south for the winter.
Yeah, I just want to spruce things up, freshen up. I'm one of those seasonal people. So when like the spring hits and the summer, I just like to do things within the season. Hopefully that'll encourage people to just kind of,
That's nice to change it up.
Yeah, change it up. When the seasons come around, that's change. So I feel like change a little bit of everything. 4 or 5 things in your house. I take pictures down and move them around and put them up in other spots in the house just to give it a different look. So something in one room might look different somewhere else. So I was doing that all the other day, moving things from the kitchen, paintings, because I'm getting ready to work in my kitchen. But I don't want anything in there now. So I just took those paintings out and put them in the hallway, put some in my yoga room, just moving things around, getting ready for the spring.
Keeping it pushing.
There you have it. So, Chris, look at that. Look what time it is. 9:55 and I'm on the flyers.
Look at you. This should only take 10, 15, 20 minutes.
No, because I told you I'm trying
per
to
flyer.
This show supposed to be 1 hour. I don't know if this show's ever been an hour.
No, what do you got? What do you got?
Um, well, you know me, Chris. I'm always working and moving. So if Deja wants to throw up my schedule that I need to update again, now I have to add 4 more shows to this as of 2 days ago. But I'm looking forward to the Lauderhill Performing Arts Center. It's myself, Coca Brown, J. Anthony Brown, and Marvin Dixon is hosting.
Oh, beautiful.
And the flyer just came today. So I'm glad I have the flyer. I can post that. And of course, I love comedy in Harlem. I love supporting Black comedy clubs. I don't care how big they are, how small they are. I don't care if it's in somebody's basement. If they put it together, I'm in there like a booty hair because I feel as though we need that. We don't have anything sustainable. Every time we open up something, it closes down. I really want us to have something. And I feel like comedy in Harlem is going to be around just like the improv and the heliums and the funny bones and the yuck yucks. They have a great thing going.
I got broke in with Dave Chappelle at 19, being the first like real stand-up show I ever saw.
Mm-hmm.
And like comedy, if you don't know, obviously your listeners and viewers do, but it's wild sometimes how segregated, or just not segregated, how divided it can be. Like, it's a black show, it's a white show, it's an alt show, it's a this show. When I say, I don't know that I've probably been to a few, but man, you want to take a group of people out for a night, go to a black comedy club, go to a black comedy show. The energy, it's
totally different.
It is
from being at a mainstream comedy show.
The room, it's an event, and it's an event, and the audience is not nice, but they'll give it to you if you earn it. You got to earn it.
And
big time.
That's
big
the
time.
whole thing where we're wired differently when it comes to comedy, because it's like we have to have like a booth. That's why black comedy shows, comedy clubs always have a DJ. I don't care where you go.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Stream Comedy Club, they don't have DJs, they just bring you right out.
Yeah.
And that's what you should get used to. That's really the standard, to just come right out and do comedy.
That's something
in the show. But we can't even get it popping if our music ain't right and the DJ. We can't just walk out and be like, "Hey everybody, how you doing today? Thanks for coming out." No. Black people got to put my song on. We got to get pumped up.
It's okay. I appreciate that part. Like a Fat Tuesdaze show, like that's a high energy show. The DJ, it's professional. I'll tell you. Can I admit something? As someone who's been to more shows like that than anybody, I get a little annoyed at like the 7th time they crack on the DJ. I'm like, yeah, you're using it as a crutch. Like, you know what I mean? It's like anything. If a comic goes back to the self laugh too much, it starts bothering me. Like, it's weird. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know when a comic says like, DJ played the wrong song like 6 times? I'm like, okay, like next. That's the only thing. That's all I'd say.
We do mainstream and there's no DJ, and they'd be like, "Oh, the sound man will just play a couple. They'll bring you out and they'll just."
It's not the same.
Not the same. It's kind of like, oh, now it's like, because we think about the start of the show.
Now, if the DJ, yeah, but if the DJ is a character, that works too.
Well, look, I just know I can do whatever I got to do. I ain't got to have.
You can, yeah.
Prefer to have music, but if I don't, I don't worry about it. So, I just realized that we didn't show any of my iron photos or the sheets that were made in the curtain, but it's all good. Because I did show that before, how I made the sheet. I just jumped right into my thing.
Cheryl wants to know if you're coming back to Magoobies.
You know what? The lady called me like a month ago to do the date that I'm doing in April. She wanted me to come in April. So I had to turn it down. Sorry, Miss Mary. But I am going to come back to Magoobies. It's just a matter of when I'm open.
There you have it.
Yeah.
So what's next then?
We have Jamie's flyer, and I have to touch base with her. I hope her study is going well. I don't know how much longer she wants me to run her flyer for this study. Deja definitely put up her email if you're interested in participating in her research
It's
study. Help her get her doctorate.
it's in the flyer. Jamie.Jones at my.hamptonu.edu. Make it happen. Support a Picasso.
As long as people can read it, because I can't read anything on there. Only thing I can see is research participants needed and interested. Everything else is a blur. So, yes, I hope I'm at the touch base with Jamie because I want to know if that's working out for her. If she's got enough help. If she can meet people. All that good stuff. And other than that, Chris, I have to show my last flyer, which is my time. Make sure y'all get that if you don't that. And I'm looking forward to next Tuesday, Lord willing, as always. Take the wellness. You're right, Chris. I shouldn't be drinking this sugary stuff in it. Supposed to be tasting the wellness.
You do however you want.
True, but you did make a point about adding the juice to it. But like I said, the juice for me is for the show. Because now that the show is over, I will be enjoying a Mighty Kind by itself. 20 milligrams. I just thought I'd throw that out.
I'd be asleep till Friday.
Oh, I am going to sleep good tonight. I can guarantee that, Chris. I am going to sleep good until next Tuesday.
Until then, tighten it up at home, people.
Yes. So with that being said, let me just make sure I gave all my shout outs. I'm going out with a dance for Sherri Kelly because she just cashed at me. So I got to show love.
Maybe some music.
And we got to do the Ask Chris Deasy.
Wait, is this dance music or goodbye music? We're doing Ask Chris Deasy still.
Yeah, we're going to do the dance music so I can dance for Sherri. My book keep falling down. I got to move this shit. It keep hitting my everything.
Irina's going to order some Mighty Kind. Forever C says, oh my. Terry says 20 milligrams almost gave me a heart attack. Nicole thinks I look bored and distracted. I'm doing, I do about 6 things at once while I'm on here. I'm happy to be here. I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it.
Well, I'm going to do my app.
Is this awake? Am I awake?
Oh.
So wait, is this Ask Chris Deasy? What's happening?
Ask Chris Deasy
and dancing for cash apps. I love it.
Sherri and Irina. Oh.
Wow, what a treat. Earning those dollars. With DJ Deja. B. Since Deja's playing music, act like she's a DJ at a comedy show.
Oh.
I told the DJ, wrong track.
Oh, that ain't my song. Oh, you ready, Chris? Let's do this Earth and Works.
All right, what do you got?
We're going to end the show since we already showed the flyers. Irks and Works. I'm irked by people who get to the counter and don't have enough money for their item. The work?
Yeah,
in your head while you're gathering the item, or, dummy, use your smartphone that has a calculator on it. I don't understand why people don't know how much money they have and how much shit they got and what it adds up to when they get up to the... Oh, put that back. How much is it now? 12, 15? Put that back. And put that back. Where I'm at now? 10, 12. I only got $8. Oh, put that back. Oh, how much is that? Oh, that irks me, Chris. I be wanting to give him the $3 and say, here, get your ass out of line. And learn how to use a calculator.
I know that.
That irks me.
Yeah.
So, you ready for your Ask Chris Deasy?
It's an important part of the show. It's vital, and I think it's why people tune in.
All right, Chris. The people want to know, do you ever say,
I need to be more. I don't have a mask on anymore. It's not lockdown. It's not COVID. I need to chill out on the I've been going to the grocery store. I don't know what it is. It's there's some stuff to look at, and I need to be a little more discreet.
But do you say that? Do you say
in my head?
Oh, okay.
For the if the right lady walks by, yeah.
I was about to say, because that could mean 3 different things when you say.
It could be disappointed.
By,
okay. So a lady walks by and you're just about to fall over from what you're seeing. You're like, is this happening? Is this real?
So then you say,
if not out loud, in my head, 1,000%.
It's
about 6 times a trip to the grocery store. Oh my gosh, huh?
And then when you see something that look a hot ass mess, you say,
What's the third?
Like if someone passes away or you hear something sad.
Okay, here, let's run through them. All right, hit me with them real quick. What do we got? The first one?
If you see a fat ass like you did in LA and you was going,
Oh, at that place?
At that place.
Oh, wait.
We were hitting with the, right.
The one where they were mistaken that they thought I was somebody? Oh, my God.
Exactly.
That was...
They thought you was shit white, my bodyguard.
That's right.
So,
here's that one goes... That one.
No,
that's it.
That's not that. That's not how you do it.
No? Okay.
It sounds like you clear your throat, Chris. Like
yeah, because I'm trying to contain it. I don't want to look like a horn dog. Quietly.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Next one.
And if you see some shit that look a hot mess, you be like, like Lord have mercy. No, she don't got that on.
Yeah.
And then if someone passes away,
maybe a little more long in the beginning, maybe a little more pronounced.
So, exactly. And
Yeah.
people know exactly what you're saying just from the way you say.
That's right. Let another dude, and we're not being weirdos, but let another dude cross eyes if you see the same thing in the store. You'll go to each other.
To each other. You probably had a lot of that at that club you had in LA when your eyes.
First of all, they were approaching me.
But still, this is you in the club.
I look like one of those Felix clocks.
You was having your eyes was having a good time.
It was a buffet. It was a buffet of visual treats.
If your body wasn't partying, your eyes were. That's all I got to say, Chris.
In that moment, I'm like, why haven't I been lifting weights for the past 2 years?
All right. Well, look at that. 10:08. Pretty good timing.
Tight show. Great job. Proud of you.
Thank you very much. Well, on that note, I'm going out with my music. And I always
we can go, but I can't let this go with MM. 2-parter. Do you switch it up when it's white folks?
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Do you switch it up when it's white folks?
I think MM was asking. Oh, okay. Sorry. Never mind. I thought he was talking about the
What were we talking about?
MM said, do you immediately give the brother handshake when it's a black person?
Talk about you?
Do there's a Key and Peele sketch where Obama, hello to the white people, and then to the black dudes, hey, what's up, man?
Do you do that, Chris?
I'm a mirror. I'll give them whatever they give me.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's smart.
Yeah.
That's a good way to handle it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to lose your black card in these last 3 seconds of the show.
Tira's way says, Chris, do you pat your head when it itches?
You better say no.
No, but I respect the head pat, and I notice, and I feel like I'm in on it when I see it in public. Because if you don't know what's happening, it just looks like somebody's going.
Yeah, and I don't do the head. I never got that. I think that's for people that have wigs and weaves. Because shit, I'd be all like this. If my shit itching up, like,
that's for sure. That's great.
Doing this, that don't stop an itch. Not to me. But whatever.
Hilarious. Great show. Great Ask Chris Deasy.
All right.
Which one was that?
That's when you saw a fat ass.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
oh my goodness. Yes.
When somebody stinks.
Oh, Deja. Okay, wait. I want to know something. Does everybody hear double of Deja? Or is that just me here? Does it come out? Does she sound normal?
She sounds normal to me.
Okay, good. I'll shut up. So Deja has a when someone stinks. Oh, that's bad.
If somebody stinks, you be like,
I don't have the breath. I don't have a breath for the.
You're just like,
if somebody stinks, you be wasting your on that. But you'll be breathing, and then you hit them with the. What was that?
Oh yeah. My God! Great addition.
Everything. My face tells it all, Chris. So I can't.
Yeah, you're. Yeah.
I'd be crazy if I see some shit that look crazy. I'd be like, "What the hell?" Just like when I went to my friend's house in St. Louis, I walked in that shit. I said, "What the hell? Oh my God! I need to clean this shit up." I was like, "All this shit everywhere, and y'all inviting people over." I'm a mess. That's one thing. People don't like for me to come to their house because I say shit. I'm like, damn, I gotta step over these towels.
Yeah.
I say it out loud. So people be like, girl, wait, give me 10 minutes before you get here. They always hit me with that. Because they know me, I'll walk in there and be like, bitch, what is that on the floor? Yes. I'm like, what the hell? That's me.
What a show.
Shit. Same way with getting a car. I hate a junky ass car. They gotta clean the seat out for you to get in it to sit down.
I can't imagine you in everyday situations.
All right, Chris. I'm shutting it down because I had a wonderful Tighten Up Tuesday. I'm happy to be home. I'm home for a whole month. I don't know how to act. I am enjoying it. I'm getting on top of shit. I'm on point. So,
Deja, hit the music. B, everybody.
I did this show for Fanon. Fanon says she misses my liveliness.
Oh.
Right, because I was so tired and sick. But I'm back. I'm back like my cousin Jan's haircut.
The hip is greased, the knee is greased, and you know what? Picasso's.